Okay, so we're here with Amanda Craig from In the Now magazine. She's interviewed my band, Beneath the Burning Sun, quite a few times. She's interviewed Melody King quite a few times. And now we're going to interview her. Hello, Amanda.
Hello.
How you doing?
Very good.
Good. Okay, so you've been interviewing national acts, and you've been taking photographs of national acts, and pretty exciting stuff. You've met a lot of cool people. You've met a lot of exciting people. So tell me, honestly, what is it like to go to, all those shows that you've been a part of, to interview these musicians, these rock stars that are people too that work on the road? What is it like to be Amanda? I mean, really, what is the feeling like?
Well, I started out taking pictures for Tom for Mega Metal and never went to a concert before, ever. So being on that side of the concert, going backstage, talking to people, taking their pictures, stuff like that, is just kind of normal. So
it's become the norm for you.
Yeah, I would say going to an actual concert, paying for a ticket, going in, standing in line, that would be odd for me. I would feel very uncomfortable, mainly because I've never had to do that.
Right? And that's badass. It is. That's awesome. And I remember you weren't there at the Stone Shower show, but I remember I was with Tom, and it's a weird experience because you're working. You're not getting able to hear the show. You don't get to stand out in the audience and hear the show and actually get to feel that badass vibe from the actual live show. So right. How does that affect, though? I mean, that is a downside to what you do, isn't it?
It is a downside. Everybody thinks that you're going to this concert for free and you get to meet them and take pictures, but I'm working. I'm not. I do stop and enjoy myself, but I mean, especially when you're in the pit, how can you not?
Right.
You're right there by their shoes.
But you're taking pictures the whole time. Honestly, you don't get to just sit there in awe of their amazement.
And it's only the first 3 songs on a lot of major acts.
Right, because then you got to go.
And then ushers take you out, or the bouncers, or
well,
security.
either that or you got to go fucking interview another band that's coming up next. Backstage. So I remember that Stone Sour show. I mean, you weren't there, but
right. No.
I kind of got the vibe. It's just like I didn't even get to sit there and hang out with Stone Sour. So
right, and a lot of times when you meet these people, I've been to one where Breaking Benjamin, where it was go up, get your picture, say hi, and get out. They don't want to talk. They don't want to, other people like Head PE and Mower and stuff like that. God, we drank beer with them. We ate their pizza. We were in the VIP with them, 2 Cents. 2 Cents was awesome. I love 2 Cents. Every one of them. I gave a ride to the lead singer. I can't remember his name right offhand. And took him to the hotel. So that's something I can never say about any other
right. Okay, so another question is that, of all the people that you've had to cover, has there ever been a real bad experience? Has there ever been and I don't mean like the band was kind of shitty, but they're really cool guys. Because not all bands are going to be awesome live. That's just the way it is, but has there ever been an experience that you wish that you could have done differently or not experienced at all?
One offhand I can think of, it was Don Vito. I know they're not a band or anything. But Don Vito came to McGraw's.
I remember that.
And it was right after they had done Jackass 3, I believe. And he didn't have any teeth. And he's hard to understand anyway, but you couldn't understand a fucking thing he said. It was terrible. And on top of that, like, I was taking pictures for him, taking pictures of him and what was going on and stuff. But I stopped all of a sudden. I refused to take any more pictures of him. because he's a nasty man. Nasty. Like, when guys come up to get their picture, he would pretend to choke them. When girls came up, he would hold his hand right above their boob. Like, in the picture, it looks like he's grabbing it. Well, this little girl, her dad brought her in to see him, and he did that. And she didn't even have anything there.
That's fucked up.
It is, and that turned me off right there, and I quit taking pictures of him.
That's
and I
fucked
refused
up.
to get my picture taken with him also.
Well, that's understandable.
Just because of that fact. I mean, not because he's gross and nasty.
You would expect, honestly, you would expect nothing less from Don
Right.
Vito.
Right.
You would expect nothing less from Don Vito, but
True, but my morals,
well, I mean, you do realize that you just gave Jackass and Don Vito and Bam all the things that they want.
Yes.
You just gave them something awesome, so maybe this video will get lots of hits because you just said talk some shit, because that's all they live for. But no, I mean, if that's the worst experience ever, that's kind of awesome. Because, you know, there are a lot of people that wish they would have had that experience,
Yeah,
Amanda.
well.
So, you know, I mean, at least you can say that you honestly have lived a part of life that a lot of people wish they would have lived.
yeah, I can name off people that I've met and everything, but, I mean, you know me, I'm kind of shy and quiet, so
Yeah.
it just, I just stand there, and behind the camera is really easy to be a part of something and not have to communicate.
Right.
But
Okay. Well, Sick Boy is not present. He's currently in Wisconsin. He's getting some tat work done and partying pretty hard. So we'll give it up to the D-man, the Sick Boy. God, that motherfucker. Okay, so anyway, so he wants me to ask you, do you prefer a ball gag or a butt plug? If you had to choose between one of the two, which one would you choose?
if I have to choose one,
Uh-huh.
that's kind of a loaded question.
It's a personal question. That's what it is. It's not a loaded question. Man, it's a personal question. It's the kind of question I wish somebody would ask Tom. Just because the answer would be awesome. Because he so would say the butt plug.
Yeah, I'll go with ball gag.
Go with the ball gag?
Yeah.
That's still
It
hot,
won't
though.
work on me, though.
That's still hot, though. I mean, you dig the ball gag over the anal plug? That's hot. Sick Boy, you got your answer. Are you happy now? Okay. Anyway, so back to the serious trip. What you do for local music, a lot of people, I mean, we very much appreciate it. I mean, a lot of bands and a lot of people, they appreciate what you do because you're local media. And there isn't a lot of people that are willing to step up and take time. Because, you know, most of us, I mean, we work day jobs. We have full-time fucking jobs. We take care of kids, you know, and a lot of that, I mean, it's hard to work a 9-to-5 job, even if it's a 3 to 11 job. I mean, it is second shift, first shift, overnight shift. It doesn't matter. The time that you have to take care of life itself, it still takes its time. And, you know, to do something on the side of that, to interview people and to take time out of your day to bring a light to local musicians that, you know, live in, you know, bumfuck Egypt, Kansas, and are trying to, you know, do things with their lives, you know, you bring light to that. I mean, but how does that make you feel? I mean, do you do it because you really like it? Do you do it because that's what you do? Do you do it because, I mean, kind of give me that aspect. I mean, how do you involve yourself with the local scene, and how does that make you feel about the things that you do for the local scene?
I'm just happy to be a part of it somehow. I think our local scene is small and underground right now, but I mean, when our bar was open, McGraw's, I mean, we were going to shows all the time, covering. I mean, we covered you multiple times.
Yeah, well, I've seen you guys at almost every show that ever happened at the R Bar, and that was a happening place.
Yeah.
And even, I mean, I know that you guys have gone to Kansas City and stuff like that. I know you guys have bigger shows, and you guys haven't been able to make a lot of shows that you weren't able to do because you had to go somewhere that was bigger. But I mean, you guys had something to do every weekend when the fucking R Bar was there.
And that was just a taste of what I want to do all the time. But
it'd be awesome for that.
Our local scene is kind of, like I said, underground right now. It's venues close and it's hard to find a place for metal here in Hutch. But my main goal, if I really thought about it, is I want our local scene to blow up. I mean, you hear about famous people coming from Wichita and stuff, but I mean, the lead singer Candlebox and the guitar player came from Hutchinson. Why can't we do that? And I just think if we work hard at it and just plug away, promote, In the Now magazine does a lot of local stuff. We do a lot of international, or big celebrities too, but I'd like to see the In the Now magazine go more local to show everybody what talent we have here.
Right.
We have tons of talent.
And it's awesome that you guys put so much of a light on local music, because nowadays we have the Twitters and we have the F-Book and we have YouTube and we have all these social networking sites that are driving our entertainment. I mean, honestly, it is. It's driving our entertainment. I can't possibly tell you how much YouTube drives our entertainment. I mean, YouTube is pretty much the center of our musical reality and our video reality. It is. I just want to say I appreciate the fact that you guys put us out there and that you make an effort to post us in many places. You guys do a lot of work. You guys, Facebook messages, Facebook posts, YouTube posts, Twitters. I mean, you guys are in there all the time.
Well, I hate it when the R Bar closed.
That was such a good bar.
Like a second home.
That was such a good bar. I loved playing there.
It was hot. It was sweaty. It was total concert.
You could pack 80
awesome.
people in that bar. It was awesome.
Assholes to elbows. And
fuck yeah.
It was so fun.
It was. It was always fun.
But, and I'm sure Hutch will we'll get back up there.